Chaos is in my mental. You need a PJ first. Name, that's insane. Pop up. You need a in case the jewelry that's from the rain. No. I'm just here to remind you, but never mommy, man. I'm here to remind you where you come from. All this peace retreat is lame.
The NFL on EA Sports is in the Steel City at Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, PA. This was the scene just a few moments ago as the Pittsburgh faithful were fired up by the hometown Steelers taking the field. They're all set as they'll match up with the New Orleans Saints. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. And it's hauled in by Ben Watson. So a good spin move there before he's taken down. A nice little gain. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. And the former Heisman winner, this is Mark Ingram. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
First down, Bridgewater. He's going to look deep down. Trying here for Bryant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Morgan Burnett. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. They go play action here on first down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. The big boy's big dream right there. He got to rumble and stumble all the way for 6.
Nothing like big man with football, is there? I mean, that brings people onto their feet every single time. And his dream was answered on that one, wasn't it? It was realized. He picks it off and takes it to the end zone.
Lutz good on the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Here comes Ryan Switzer to return it. And he'll they'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. CD, before this next drive gets going, the Pro Bowl took place January 27th in Orlando. Third year in a row that the AFC has won, and really the third year in a row where the weather in Orlando has not been too kind. It was ice cold 2017, and then downpours the last couple years.
Yeah, in addition to it being cool as well again this year, so rain and cold, that hurts the crowd a little bit, but still, this game has evolved into what I would call a crazier type NFL game. Quick whistles to make sure guys don't get hurt when there's tackling going on. How about receivers playing defensive back? Defensive backs like Jalen Ramsey catching touchdown passes. And to cap it all off, when they awarded the MVP a trophy to, I believe, Patrick Mahomes, it broke.
Indeed, it was Mahomes, the MVP of the offense. Jamal Adams, MVP of the defense in the 26-7 AFC victory. Now a play fake here on first down. And he connects with Vance McDonald. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 7 yards to pick up on the pitch and catch.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to swing the tight end free downfield for the completion.
The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Hey, you got three, three down. Flex round.
On play action, it's Dobbs. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
It's never a bad idea to try and get it to Antonio Brown, but it must be a little bit of the Madden curse going on for our cover athlete here. Hasn't been able to get that elite separation that we're used to seeing from him.
Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
Ohio.
Off the play fake, here's Dobbs. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. As they get ready for this next drive, we shift our attention to a little Super Bowl conversation. The third time that the Super Bowl, Charles, is going to be played in Atlanta, and the Patriots had 35,000 folks come out in Foxborough before departing for a little rally.
How about that? You would think that would be a fan base who might be a little bit blasé about the whole thing because they seem to go just about every year. But they continue to use their rallying cry. They hate us because they ain't us. And as for the game itself, February the 3rd, I can't wait. I'll be there to call the game internationally one more time. Just remember, this game is 17 years to the day. Since Super Bowl 36, got this whole Patriots thing kick-started. Literally, Adam Vinatieri with a game-winning field goal. Patriots beat the Rams 20-17. Same franchise, different city. They were in St. Louis then.
Bridgewater now on second down. He dumps it down to Ingram. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play. But if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Bridgewater from the gun on 3rd down. He hits his target, left side, Watson. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. Bridgewater to throw for it on 4th. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Ted Ginn, 44 yards. And the Saints add on to their lead. Wow, talk about a big fourth down conversion for the score. Defensively, how do you let that happen?
I think you start with the offense, and you give them credit for going for it and having that type of, well, let's face it, audacity. But defensively, I think you're right on target, partner. There's no way something like that's supposed to happen in that situation. You're supposed to be able to shut that down and get the ball back for your own team. Instead, they give up not just a big play, but a touchdown.
Got a second here to assess Pittsburgh's last season as their offense comes onto the field. You know, for most of the folks that are fans of the Steel City, they're probably saying, wow, this was tough. But, hey, they were 9-6-1. The thing is, expectations there are playoffs every year.
You're right, and to show that, they haven't been under 500 since 2003. It's a very consistent franchise. But remember how the season began. Le'Veon Bell once again holding out. They expected him to show up and play. That didn't happen. Then at the end of the year, Antonio Brown, Ben Roethlisberger. What's going to happen there? So they bookended their season with controversies.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Following the interception, here's Bridgewater. Throw left side complete. It's Watson. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 15 yards through the air and a first down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Second down, Bridgewater. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Dez Bryant, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead.
Well, Brandon, if we go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator, he showed us his script. Didn't show us everything now. He said, here's the script for the game. I think everything's going according to plan in a big way. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns.
Yeah, that's about as good. That is as good as you can do, I guess. So, well done.
Yeah, well done indeed. Tremendous execution.
This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And the Steelers set to take the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going deep. And this will be caught at the 30. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Antonio Brown, 72 yards. And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit. Boswell good with the extra point. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Boswell on now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Well, as the dust settles for the New Orleans Saints on this season, yes, a lot of disappointment for the 2nd year in a row. But, you know, 13-3, #1 seed for the first time since 2009. Now, they did suffer the first home playoff loss under Breeze and Peyton after 6 wins, but a lot to be proud of this year for New Orleans.
No doubt about it. I mean, that team jumped out right from the word go. Well, let me rephrase that. After a season-opening disappointing loss to Tampa Bay, they ran off a heck of a streak.
And a Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. T.J. Watt in from his linebacker spot. He's able to drop him for a loss of about 10. The second down throw for Bridgewater. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Watson. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Third and long for Bridgewater. And Bryant's got it over the middle. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a fourth down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. Third down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
Caught on the left side by Ginn. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on fourth.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Takes to midfield, but no further, just a yard there.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Here we go, gotta go. Delta.
Back to the ground, this time with Ingram. And they'll stop him right on the midfield stripe. The linebacker, Ryan Shazier, there to make the tackle.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Bridgewater now from the 50. That's caught inside the 20. That one will go down as 33 yards on the third down conversion.
Now that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
From the red zone now, Bridgewater. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Benjamin Watson from 17 yards out. And the Saints add on to their lead. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern in the middle of the end zone.
And ordinarily, that's a tough spot to find because there's usually coverage to take away that portion of the field. But they found a gap, and they exploited it.
Lutz with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Lutz now to kick this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. On 1st and 10, Dobbs going for the deep ball. That's caught inside the 20. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 51 yards. A first opportunity for the Steelers in the red zone. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Ohio! 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 Flex round! Flex round!
Out of the gun, Dobbs. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down. Numbers-wise, another great season for Brown. Over 100 catches. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Vance McDonald, a 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Steelers are able to close the gap just a bit. Extra point now by Boswell. Extra point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. Boswell on now to kick this one away. On the return, Dwayne Washington. He's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And, Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
A first down throw for Bridgewater. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Bryant. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Out of the gun, Bridgewater. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it.
Well, while we have a second here, how about we get bold and make a couple Super Bowl predictions?
Hey, why not? Let's go ahead and put ourselves on the spot.
Just more fodder for the angry people. What do you think? Who's going to win it? Who's going to be the MVP?
Well, my prediction for this one is the New England Patriots win the football game. They win it 32-30. The MVP, the McCourty twins, Jason and Devin. They both get 2 interceptions apiece, and instead of splitting the trophy...
And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Alex Okafor in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. On 2nd down, Dobbs. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Brown. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a first down. On 1st down, Dobbs to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Alex Okafor in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Dobbs now on 2nd down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Ohio! 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 Ohio!
From the shotgun, here's Dobbs. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And they're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23. Dobbs is throwing. And that is incomplete. Vance McDonald, the tight end, was the target. And now it's second down. They're going for a receiver there. Already has one touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
A first throw now for the backup Roethlisberger. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Brown. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Roethlisberger hooking up with Brown to get the Steelers a first. Dobbs now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. So second in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. It's a quarterback sneak. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. He'll wind up getting 2 there as he does it himself and picks up the first.
Okay, I'll admit it. I'm a little surprised by that call. Second in inches. It did what it was intended.
And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Le'Veon Bell taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Steelers have now made this a one-score game. Boswell for the extra point. Extra point put through by Boswell. And they're within 7 now at 28-21. Boswell on now to kick. On the return, it's Washington. And not a very good return at all as he won't even get this back to the 15. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Bryant. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. From the gun, Bridgewater. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half. And you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Dobbs. He's going deep for Brown. This is caught inside the 15. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A gain of 39 that time. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, a turkey bowl, a Thanksgiving Day. You know, when we get together this year, when the Davises and the Gaudens get together, that's what our playbook's going to look like. Like they're drawing them up in the dirt, and so far it's working for both of them.
Throwing here, Dobbs. And this is going to be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And he's into the clear. He's at the 50, the 30, the 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So from one end zone all the way to the other. Talk about a turnaround.
And how about the excitement that play generates for his team? Not just the points on the board, but the momentum and taking it from coast to coast, end zone to end zone. What a tremendous play. Now get that man an oxygen tent.
That's your boy Old Mo. You said momentum, right?
Old Mo, I think he's kind of limping across at the end because of that distance, but he made it.
Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field and following the pick six, and they have decent field position and throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
After the pick six, they go right back to the air. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Cameron Jordan in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. On play action, it's Dobbs. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Trey Hendrickson in there to get him, and this pass rush strong now. That's sacks on back-to-back plays. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Here's Dobbs to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. He's got a man complete. So 1:55 to go in the first half. Back to Heinz Field after this. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10.
Here we go. Grand 38. Grand 38.
From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. A screen to Bell. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're either throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
Dobbs looking to throw on first down. Goes underneath for Bell. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first.
Flex round! Flex round! Ohio! Ohio!
Here's Dobbs to throw. This is Bell on the dump off. And out of bounds right around the 20. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Not only did we just see back-to-back nice gains, but we're also seeing the confidence rise, not just for the guy who caught it, but the guy throwing it as well.
And these back-to-back catches here out of the backfield, that can set something up downfield in a later sequence, right?
A lot of the time, it starts to draw the defense closer to the line of scrimmage. So to your point, show this swing pass, show this check down. Maybe later on you heave one deep when you catch them close to the spot. We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line is just getting pushed around.
And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. As the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. Now Dobbs. This is caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's
think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
This is Bell. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. He's going to get it running right. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. And on 3rd and inches, we're going to get a whistle and a timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and goal.
Ohio! Ohio! Flex round! Flex round! Hut! Watch the motion. 47. Flex round! Flex round!
To throw is Dobbs. And it'll be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And he will fight his way forward to about the 23-yard line. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL, an abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the 3rd quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a really, I'm doing it now. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. He goes full extension, and he's got it. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got a first and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it? For them to get downfield that quickly. And now first and goal, expect them to attack right here on this play.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on second and goal.
Flex round! Flex round! Ohio! Ohio!
Now Dobbs. The quick slant caught. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Antonio Brown, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Steelers are able to make this a close game again. Boswell good with the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Boswell on now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5. After the penalty, it's Ingram. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game, but what a nice play by the defense. Stepping up on that one. Maybe they'll get things going in their direction after a play like that.
Bridgewater now on 2nd down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. The Saints on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. And that's complete. It's Watson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion. Here's Bridgewater. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that, 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. And again, it's Bridgewater. Out left side here to Bryant. And certainly some style points there on the spin. Not a whole lot thereafter, but still a pretty good gain.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Bridgewater on 3rd and 2. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's picked by the linebacker, T.J. Watt. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. Thomas, the intended target.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Dobbs. This one complete, right side to McDonald. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
On 2nd down, Dobbs. Incomplete. Coverage there by Von Bell. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Out of the gun, Dobbs. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. On 1st down, Dobbs to throw. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Vance McDonald, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints coming out now to take the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
It got his man complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That goes for a gain of 31. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. A 1st down throw for Bridgewater. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. The target that time, Michael Thomas. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. From the gun, Bridgewater. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Javon Hargrave able to get in there and drop him for a 2-yard loss. 3rd and long now after the sack, and we'll see if Bridgewater has a response. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. He sets to fire deep. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down. Fair to say the secondary play, whichever side you're on, hasn't really been a glowing exhibition so far, but a nice job there to prevent a long completion.
I agree with you, but at some point, someone had to make a play and try and stop this exhibition of almost speed racing that we've been watching, huh?
Yeah, it has been quarterback and receiver dominated. Now Bridgewater on 4th down. And Thomas has it. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10.
Ohio! Ohio! Hey, flex round! Flex round! Under 10! Under 10! 10! He's checking!
Off the play fake, here's Dobbs. Flush to his right. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Flex round! Flex round!
On 2nd down, it's Bell. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Ohio! Ohio!
Now a 1st down carry by Bell. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. Throwing here, Dobbs. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one.
Ohio! Ohio!
From the shotgun, here's Dobbs. And he finds McDonald. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. They have certainly looked his way in this 3rd quarter. Another catch, and it's good for a 1st down. Dobbs is throwing. That's complete right around the 8. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really...
And they're going to get to him, a sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line. Alex Anzalone in there to record another sack, their 6th of the afternoon. Here's Dobbs to throw. His pass caught at the 4. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. In for the score. And the Steelers are going to take the lead.
I can't believe I'm saying this, but in today's NFL, I wouldn't want to play defense. Too many great receivers and guys who are accurate, who can get them the ball. We've seen the result. Days like this one.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And they will take a 7-point lead. Boswell on now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here. Their lead, they have seen it evaporate completely after such a good first half. They've been shut down here in the third quarter.
Searching for answers, trying to figure out what it's going to take to get back to where they were before. The big part of it is that sometimes you don't have to go exotic now. You go back to basics. Being able to run the football, string some things together, some effective passes, try and get a rhythm established again, and try and get back in the lead.
Back in the lead, like you said, back to the basics. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's the Saints who hold the football, but they're trailing as we begin the fourth quarter of play. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. He goes underneath to Ingram. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. It's a gain of 7, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. First down, Bridgewater. Caught on the left side by Ginn. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Throwing is Bridgewater. Over the middle, open is Thomas. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. They'll get 4 out of that, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
Third and short yardage, Bridgewater. He's going to loft one, deep left side here. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a fourth down.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the fourth quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to with you and your brothers. Just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. Desperation time. Fourth down. Bridgewater. He completes it to Bryant. So not only do they convert on fourth, but they pick up 22 yards in the process. Fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays that have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Bridgewater steps away to his left. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 12. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Boy, what a turnaround. They exited the lockers with a nice lead, and now all of this. What's happened?
So when you start to write your novel, you'll start out with, it was a tale of two halves, won't you?
Right, but I'm a bad writer.
I don't know exactly what happened because sometimes teams can go in with a lead and get too comfortable, too relaxed, and a couple of things go wrong, and it's hard to get back that good feeling.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
They'll go again with Bell. And he'll power his way up near the 25. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with 3rd down coming up. They'll try and run for it with Bell. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way.
And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Vince Beagle in there with pressure yet again. And that's the 7th time they've dropped him here this afternoon. Following the interception, here's Bridgewater. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On 2nd down, Ingram. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Mark Ingram taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the fourth. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Steelers offense gets ready to get back onto the field. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen.
Under pressure, and they got to him again. Alex Okafor able to disrupt yet another pass play, his third sack of the afternoon. Dobbs now on second down. And McDonald here over the middle. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. He has a first down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon. Now a play fake here on first down. Flushed out right, and he'll slide down to avoid the contact. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
How many times have we seen this late in the fourth quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's second and 2.
Flex round! Flex round! Flex round!
Again, it's Bell. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
Yeah, let me puff out my chest a little bit, even though I'm not rooting for either team. That was a really nice defensive play. It's awfully fun to watch, even in an offensive game.
Ohio! 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 Ohio!
Now Dobbs. And this is going to be incomplete. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. Tie game, fourth quarter, and they're going for this thing on fourth down. Dobbs. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. 20! And he gets it all the way down to the 3. Wow, first and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on first and goal. They'll try to run it. This is counter. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A great play there. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers are going to take the lead. And it's up and good. Boswell on now to kick this one away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. He's back to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. This is where you learn a lot about rookie quarterbacks. How can they run that 2-minute drill? We're about to find out.
Yeah, and for them, it's not just proving it to guys like you and me watching the game and trying to beat a defense. It's proving it to their teammates that they can have the confidence in them when they line up in these situations. On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the 1st down marker was and getting there.
Ingram again, a 1st down carry. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets them a new set of downs. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone. Now one more shot at it. Obviously, again, they've got to go for the end zone.
Well, we've seen it happen before. How about Aaron Rodgers throughout his career? He seems to pull it off about every other week. But if I'm the defense, I'm rushing the quarterback and making him move away from his throwing arm. That makes it a little bit tougher to get it downfield.
And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. The Saints on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This will be 3rd and forever. One last shot now for Bridgewater. He's going to let it fly. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Steelers are winners as we say so long from Heinz Field.